Welcome back to the channel where we break down the latest in crypto news and expose the hidden truths that could change the course of your financial future. Today we've got an explosive topic that has just hit the airwaves and it's about to shake the cryptocurrency world to its core. Hold on to your seats because what we're about to reveal could completely reshape how you think about XRP and its price trajectory. A whistleblower has just leaked one of the most significant documents in the crypto world, BlackRock's SEC filing for the very first ever XRP ETF. And let me tell you, this leak is massive. It's not just about a simple ETF. What this leak reveals could set the stage for XRP to soar to uncharted territory, potentially hitting a price of $100,000 per token. No, this is not a drill. XRP could be on the brink of a meteoric rise that will make Bitcoin's past rallies look like child's play. So grab a seat because today we're diving deep into why experts are now saying that XRP could reach $100,000 faster than you can imagine. So why should you care? Well, we've got a whistleblower on the inside who just leaked BlackRock's SEC filing for the first XRP ETF. And guess what? Experts are now seriously predicting that $100,000 per XRP is no longer just a pipe dream, it's within reach. And here's why you won't want to miss this. Let's kick things off with BlackRock. If you've been following crypto news over the last few months, BlackRock is no stranger to the space they've been making. Quiet moves behind the scenes, and it's starting to look like their next big move is going to have a major impact on XRP's future. The whistleblower leak reveals something incredible, BlackRock's SEC filing for an XRP ETF. But there's more to this than meets the eye. You see, BlackRock has chosen to set up a mysterious Delaware trust to hold this XRP ETF. Now, why is that important? Delaware has been home to some of the most innovative financial trust structures in the world. It's a state that offers significant flexibility when it comes to managing assets and investments. Why would BlackRock choose Delaware unless it was to strategically position itself for the most optimal outcome in launching an XRP ETF? The trust filing suggests that BlackRock is making moves that will change the way XRP is held, traded, and regulated. This could be the very catalyst that pushes XRP into the mainstream financial ecosystem, allowing it to reach billions of dollars in institutional investment. BlackRock is strategically laying the foundation for XRP to break free from the shackles of its previous legal struggles. With their involvement, XRP could soon become more than just a crypto asset. It could become a cornerstone of traditional finance. Here's the crucial piece of the puzzle. BlackRock isn't the only one quietly accumulating XRP behind closed doors. Numerous large financial institutions have been stockpiling XRP at an unprecedented rate. What do we know about XRP that makes these institutions so bullish on its future first? Let's talk about XRP's utility. Unlike many cryptocurrencies that are simply speculative investments, XRP serves as a bridge currency in the world across payments. It's fast, it's efficient, and it's already being used by major financial institutions like Santander, American Express, and SBI Holdings. XRP has real-world use cases that extend beyond just trading. It's positioning itself as a critical piece of the financial infrastructure for the digital age. Now imagine what happens when BlackRock launches the XRP ETF. We already know that institutions like Fidelity, Vanguard, and others are taking serious positions in digital assets, with BlackRock spearheading the launch of the first XRP ETF. This could be the tipping point that opens the floodgates for billions of dollars in institutional capital to pour into XRP. And let's not forget about the impact that this kind of institutional demand will have on XRP's price. The more institutions buy and the higher the price will go. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. Let's take a moment to reflect on what happened to Bitcoin when its ETF was finally approved. In 2021, Bitcoin surged in value by over 500%. In just a few months, that was a monumental moment for the cryptocurrency space. And it opened the door for institutional investors to flood into crypto at a level we'd never seen before. But here's where it gets interesting. Experts believe XRP could experience a rally that's even bigger than Bitcoin's. And here's why XRP has been the subject of intense scrutiny due to its legal battle with the SEC. But despite the ongoing case, XRP has continued to show strong resilience now with BlackRock's ETF about to launch XRP could explode at a much faster rate than Bitcoin ever did during its ETF rally. The reason XRP's market is far smaller, which means it can grow at a much more rapid pace. This smaller market cap is exactly why XRP has the potential to 100 times faster than Bitcoin, making $100,000 per XRP, not only a PEI. Only a possibility, but a realistic target in the near future. So what does that mean for you? It means that if you're holding XRP, you could be on the verge of a massive windfall. And if you haven't yet entered the market, now might be the time to start considering your position, because this kind of growth is unprecedented. Now let's dive into some suppressed data that has recently surfaced. Bloomberg has revealed that institutional holdings of XRP have been steadily increasing, and it's not something that's been widely reported. While retail investors have been distracted by other cryptocurrencies, institutions have been quietly adding XRP to their portfolios. And they're not just doing it for fun. These institutional investors are looking at XRP as a long-term investment that's going to deliver massive returns. The numbers are staggering. Institutional investors have been steadily building their XRP positions, and many of these investors are now sitting on significant amounts of the asset. With BlackRock launching its ETF, we're likely to see even more institutional investors pile in, creating a massive demand for XRP. Why is this significant? Because institutional investors don't invest based on hype. They invest based on solid fundamentals and long-term growth potential. The fact that they're so bullish on XRP speaks volumes about the future of this digital asset. Let's shift gears for a moment and talk about Ripple's upcoming IPO. If you didn't know Ripple, the company behind XRP is preparing to go public. This is going to be a game changer, and it could be the final catalyst that pushes XRP into mainstream financial markets. Why is Ripple's IPO so important? Once Ripple becomes a publicly traded company, it will open up the floodgates for mainstream investors who have been waiting for an opportunity to get involved. Ripple's IPO will provide investors with a direct way to gain exposure to the XRP ecosystem, and the demand will be off the charts. You can expect a massive influx of retail and institutional capital as the company goes public, which will drive even more demand for XRP. But here's the kicker. Ripple's IPO could also fuel the FOMO, fear of missing out mentality, pushing more retail investors to jump on the bandwagon as Ripple goes public. XRP exposure to traditional markets will skyrocket, and more people will realize just how important XRP is in the future of finance. Let's get down to the big question. What's the price potential for XRP? Analysts are now predicting that XRP could reach $100,000 per token. And while this may sound outrageous to some, when you take a closer look at the numbers, it actually makes a lot of sense. XRP has a much smaller market cap than Bitcoin, which means that it has far more room to grow. If XRP were to capture just 5% of the gold market cap, we'd be looking at a price of $100,000 per token, with the institutional involvement that's on the horizon. And with BlackRock's ETF soon to go live, this could become a reality faster than anyone expects. This isn't just pie in the sky speculation. It's based on solid financial projections, market trends, and a growing institutional demand for XRP. As more and more players enter the market, expect the price to climb, and it could do so at an exponential rate. So is $100,000 per XRP realistic? Absolutely. The question is not if, but when. The time for waiting is almost over. The countdown has already begun. We're talking about days, maybe weeks before XRP takes its next giant leap forward, with BlackRock's ETF on the horizon, Ripple's IPO coming soon, and institutional investment flooding in. XRP's price could be poised to explode. Are you ready for the ride? Because this could be the most exciting chapter in cryptocurrency history. So what do you think? Is XRP really on track to hit $100,000? Or is this just another crypto dream? One thing's for sure, things are moving fast, and you don't want to miss out. If you're as excited as we are about the future of XRP, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. We'll be following this story closely and bringing you all the latest news as it unfolds. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.